Welcome to another tutorial by Photoshop Tutorials. Today we're going to be making form buttons. So, open a new document, 150 by 50. Name it whatever you want. I'm going to name it buttons. Then set the color of your rounded rectangle tool to whatever you want your color to be of it. Set the radius of the rounded rectangle to 10 pixels. Create your rounded rectangle. Rasterize the vector mask with the blur tool and clicking on it. Then I'm going to copy this layer style. I always pre-make my layer styles, so you might want to take note of that. Go to blending options. Gradient overlay, normal, opacity 5%, black to white. I think I'm going to make it. For this I'm going to make it opacity 10%. Doesn't really matter. Have a stroke of 1 pixel outside, darker than your original color. Now it's time to add some gloss. Set the rounded rectangle tool to a color of white. Bring it down however much you want. Rasterize the vector mask, same technique as before. Create clipping mask. Lower the opacity to about 25%. We're going to make another highlight a bit larger than the other one, the one before it. Rasterize the vector mask using the same technique as shown before. Create clipping mask by right-clicking the layer and pressing create clipping mask. This one's giving me opacity of 20%. Oh god, that was a mess. Make another highlight. Rasterize the vector mask. Create clipping mask. 15% opacity. Oh, sorry, I started off on the wrong opacity, so, but it doesn't really matter. This is just giving me less detailed buttons. If you want your buttons to be more detailed, you start off with a higher opacity for the first, and just reduce each layer by 5 to 10% of opacity. Rasterize the vector mask. Create clipping mask. Opacity of 10%. This is basically a simple button. I'm going to use a font of Mango. an AA of sharp 14 pt pixels, basically. I'm gonna make the text gray. Then you move down a little by selecting the layer, pressing D, then the down arrow. A bit of lag, or it's just not working. So basically this is a pretty bad button, but if you want it to be more detailed, just start off with the higher opacity as I said, decrease it. That's all for today. I might replace this tutorial with a better one in the future. Thanks, bye. This was kinda rushed, because I have to go somewhere soon. Bye, and thank you for watching Photoshop tutorials. Please comment, subscribe, rate. Thank you, bye.